Yo, yo, hello. What up, Timmy? How you doing? All right. Two yos and a hello. True. What up, Nichols? How you doing? Oh, what up, Samantha? All right. So we got the Druid up to 53. Think Sorc has moved firmly into your top 3 favorite classes? I told you, they're fun. They're all zoomy and shit. But you didn't want to believe me. Ugh, big stretch. I'm proud of myself. I woke up early and I recorded a good chunk of a YouTube video. And I still have more work to do on it, but got a good chunk of it done. Bumped Druid right out of there. Dang. About to start playing the new tabletop game you got. Sounds super confusing for your P-brain. Tabletop games can definitely be confusing to learn. Usually once you get it, though, they're not too bad. Although I've only played a handful. I would love to play more of them. They do be fun. Alright, looks like TikTok and YouTube connected. Fingers crossed. What up, Quigs? How you doing? Alright, so we got 2 quests here. We'll go do this one. Head over. Bop, bop, bop. And I did start while I was recording my YouTube video. I'm like, you know what? I need to make a new character to like test some stuff out. So I'm going to do it on hardcore because I don't have anything unlocked there. I might end up leveling that character though. I made another hardcore Sorc, but I might actually level it because I haven't played hardcore in a little while. Bop, 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 bop. All right, so that was all that quest was. Cool. Wife and I played tabletop together one time, but I just cheated in the end because we didn't play it for as long as we did to lose on a dice roll. Fair. That's fair. I mean, if it's just you guys playing, you make up your own rules, right? It is what it is. All right. Gotta find some strong rooms. That works. Boom, 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 boom. Both immediately were like, reroll? Yeah, yeah. He's so smashy. Oh, I forgot I got the poison weapon. Hell yeah. Click the lever. How's your weekend going, everybody? Do I have shockwave yet? So I had it on my weapon. So when I switched weapons, I lost it, and I haven't put it on anything else yet. Probably should though. Unless that was Aftershock. I always confuse the two. You just started playing this game like a month ago? Nice. Are you liking it? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Weekend good. Making steady progress towards Soulstone Survivor Platinum Trophy. Riz weekend acceptable. I haven't done much of shit yet. I recorded some YouTube stuff earlier that I still gotta edit, but that's about it. Enjoying game? It's great. Yeah. For anybody who is newer to the game, I'm actually planning on starting to release a series on my YouTube of just like beginner videos, which, if you've been playing for a month, you probably already know what I'm going to talk about, but there have been some people who are like brand new. They keep asking the same kind of questions, so I'm like, you know what? I might as well make videos. I did also start playing a little bit of Soulstone Survivors again, although I haven't played a whole lot. Just a little bit. Just to see how much it's different from when I first played it. But I haven't got far enough yet to really know. And Tim, you learned something new? Possibly. You kind of don't understand Paragon? Honestly, I kind of don't understand Paragon. Paragon is like, I don't know. I mess with it, but it's just like, that system's not fun for me. So I usually just borrow somebody else's build guide and slap the points together. Officially dethroned Vampire Survivors for you? Interesting. Yeah, I've played a couple games through like the intro course, but I haven't gotten anything very involved to happen yet, so I don't know. I don't know where it goes. Only being able to use 5 boards now, though you probably could figure it out. Wait, what? Four boards. Well, it's 4 boards plus the starter board. Quigs, where was your mind at, buddy? You only have to pick 4. True. True. I need movement speed. Man, oh man. Meow. Do I have videos on the best class for a sorcerer? Well, sorcerer is the class. But as far as like the best builds this season, so I don't make guide videos only because I don't make my own builds. So I would feel guilty making build guides for other people's builds. But this season, Hydra Sorc is the way to go if you want the strongest build. Although I've heard Meteor's good. I know Ice Shards is decent. I think Blizzard's okay again. But yeah, this season Hydra's kicking ass. I don't wanna rob other builds and make guides. Yeah, no. Yeah, Hydra is super strong. Having a good time with Chain Lightning? Yeah, I always like Chain Lightning. Sorcerer class is supposedly fire. Build is best. Yes, Sorcerer is really good this season. I mean, Sorcerer has been good most seasons. There's been a couple where they were a little on the weaker side, but they've always been fun to play, and this season they're very strong. I started this season with Sorc and did pretty much everything I wanted to do on it. So now we're working on a Druid, but I was loving my Sorc. Highly recommend Shred. Is it Torment 4? Not yet. Right now I'm still leveling, but I'm almost into Torment. But I do suspect with my 214 Paragons, it's not going to take me too long to climb up the Torment ranks. These numbers look kind of... Yeah, I'm not even 60 yet. Next season, you're fully prepared for Druid to get nerfed all hell. You think so? Just because they're halfway decent this season, you mean? I think they'll be all right. I think if anything, Barbs need to get buffed a little bit. Beyond that, I don't know. Pushing everything solo on P4, nice. You mean T4? Heckin' corpse bows, man. Thoughts on Spearborn? They're super strong this season. I haven't played one since Season 6, but I hear that they're really, really good this season. If, after I gear this character up, if I'm still wanting to play this game, like if I'm not burnt out yet, I might make a Spearborn. I haven't decided yet. Gonna nerf Rabid Bear aspect, Toxic Clouds will get reworked, and Venom will finally get the nerf we've anticipated in Season 2? Maybe. You have a good Poison Spearborn build? Nice. Couldn't get into Spearborn? Do you think it was the class or just the build that you chose? Maybe a different build would feel better for you? Because I know I tried Quill Volley back in Season 6, and I love that playstyle, but I haven't really tried the others, so I don't know how it compares. They're way better late game, to be honest. Early on, they're very mid. I don't know. When I played Spiritborn back in Season 6, I thought it was strong from, like, level 5. As soon as I got the, what was that aspect? The rebounding aspect. It was smooth sailing.
Ooh.
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Switch to Hydra, been having a blast. Yeah, Hydra's super strong this season. That's what I started with, and I had a good time with it. Game name? Diablo 4. That's not part of the game name. What up, Justin? You accidentally built into Evade Spiritborn in its first season pre-nerf? I mean, apparently it's still good. I haven't done it, but... Justin's here, time to end stream? Maybe. It'll be a short stream, though. Next expansion, Diablo 4. Almost bought a Switch. I saw that. You should have said, heck you, kid. I'm taking this. Is that a foot? Why is... Why? I don't think I've ever noticed that before. Another successful K-pop Demon Hunter viewing just finished. Wait, I'm sorry, what? You want a season where Meteor Sorc's OP? Last season, Meteor Sorc was OP. That's what I played last season. It was great.
Fine indeed.
You missed it. I mean, it's still good this season. It's probably not as strong as Hydra, but it's still. I want to say A tier. All right. Yeah, we'll use that. And we'll throw Changeling Debt on it. Click on the dude. All right. And then this one. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, Meteor, if I remember right, it's really good, but it does require a few uniques to like really pop off. So I don't think you'd be able to level with it, but once you have the gear, I think it would be pretty solid. I'm freaked out by this foot. Okay, so do I have Shockwave somewhere? Oh my god. Click on the thing. Where would I put it, though? Lick the foot? I thought about it. Gloves? Yeah. What's my build? I'm playing Pulverize Druid. Just max your Sorc. Would a Barb or Necro be more fun? Another character. I would pick Barb for me because I'm just not a big Necro fan, but a lot of people really like Necro, so that's just a personal thing. So it really depends on what you enjoy more. Necro is probably stronger this season, though, if you like the playstyle. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. All right. So we're looking for another strong room one. New update? I mean, there was a new season a couple weeks ago now. Lunge Barb, one button's kind of fun, but you stick with your Pulverized Druid. Yeah, I've heard that Barb, relatively, is one of the weaker this season, but I still think that they're more than capable. The question, Timmy, though, is do you hate Barb as much as I hate Icy Veins? Think Lunging Strike's capable of 100? Yeah, I think so too. Like, I think they're weaker than the other classes, but they're still very strong. That class is dead to you? Meh. You don't hate anything as much as you hate Icy Veins? That's fair. It's probably accurate.
Ooh.
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. You see Diablo, you follow? Hell yeah. What's up, friendly? How you doing? You know, it'd be ironic if this friendly guy is a total asshole. But I'm sure they're lovely. Nobody hates or loves anything as much as you love Little Debbie oatmeal cream pies. Those are pretty good. I used to put like 6 of those down at a time when I was like a teenager. Just nom nom. I could probably put down a whole box. What? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I just think it's funny with a name like Friendly. It'd be really funny if you were an asshole. But I'm sure you're great. What do I have on my other ring? I have Moonrise and Changeling's Dead. It was a joke, Friendly. It was a joke, I promise. Aww. Yes, Moonrise. Did you forget to imprint the ring, or do you like that aspect? I would just copy exactly what Maxroll had. I didn't even put any thought into it. I think they like it for leveling, though. You know how unlock your Horadrim spellcraft? Just the quest line, the seasonal quest line. Doing strong rooms and stuff. Think yours is glitched? Uh-oh. What are you missing? Am I doing the swipes for multi-shift? You feel like I've been super lazy with multi-shift. I'm just playing Pulverize. I don't know. The person that you need to speak with is not there. I have heard somebody else say that, and I don't remember if they found out the solution. Have you tried logging out and logging back in? Have you kicked it? There's a bug where the manuals are not dropping in strong rooms either. I thought they fixed that with the hotfix, or with the patch. Sorry. Kicking it was a joke. You get a buff by switching forms. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm just doing the level up build. I haven't switched into like an endgame build yet or anything, so I haven't put too much effort into it. Kissing it might work? Oh, that's true. Just don't French the electronics. You have the quest, but you don't know? Huh. I mean, you could try abandoning the quest and then picking it up again. Maybe. But I don't know. I don't know if that would work or not. How do you abandon it? So if you open up the quest thing, I believe... Oh, maybe you can't. Yeah, on side quests you can, but I guess on seasonal quests you can't. Never mind! Is it the quest where you have to interact with the body, but there's no indication you can interact with it? Maybe. There's like a book next to a body and you can interact with the book, but have to click the body. Oh, interesting. I don't remember that. I just click shit until it works. Do you have to finish the campaign? You don't have to finish it. You won't get all of your like Horadrim parts unless you do a good chunk of it. But at a point, it just tells you just do nightmare dungeons and do strong rooms forever, like infinite loop. Once you get to that point, you don't have to keep doing it. But that is how you get rewards and stuff. You don't have to do nothing. You have a question? I mean, I'll do my best. What you got for me? With this build, my friend couldn't make the poison explode. Do you know why? Was he pulverizing on the puddles? I'm not sure. I haven't really played too much with the build, so I don't know. I don't know exactly how it works, but... Oh, only in Belial. I haven't done Belial in this character yet, so I don't know. When I get there, we'll find out, I guess. Unless somebody else knows. What, Paragon? I mean, I'm 214, but this character is still leveling. So I'm only level 55 at the moment. Outside his dungeon, he could, but couldn't do it during the fight. Huh. Interesting. You saw someone in lobby 300, it was crazy. Yeah, I know Rob just hit 300. People have too much time for this game. Respect. Made me want to play the campaign again. I do enjoy leveling through the campaign. I haven't done it in a while. I do think before the expansion, the next expansion comes out, I do want to do a full replay of the entire campaign, start to finish. Want to go to a Coldplay concert with you? Hell yeah. Can we cuddle in the back? I said that before Vessel of Hatred came out? That's true. I did. This time I mean it. I did start doing it then, because I was going to do like a full lore playthrough, but then I realized that my brain just couldn't do it. Although, I do wonder if I went through it the way that I was, and then actually went through the effort of editing it for a YouTube video, would it sink in that way? Maybe. Maybe. Oh, Timmy can go. I'll allow it. The fact they freak out. Yeah. If they would have just rolled with it, nobody would have cared at all. I mean, I guess if anybody at the event saw them and noticed them, they probably still would have got busted. But it definitely wouldn't have blown up the way that it did. Man. It's a big damage upgrade, but I still think I want to keep the Rotting Lightbringer. Although it's not a very good roll. Heck it. I don't care. I don't want to think. I don't want to think! Thinking's gross. Why is my character slow at walking? Because I don't have very much movement speed, and I'm only level 55. The druids are just kind of slow in general. I probably could put movement speed on my boots, though. Let's do it. Oh, wait, I have some? Oh, shit. Maybe on my amulet? We'll change this. You can get movement speed on an amulet, right? Yeah. We'll give it a couple rolls. There we go. That'll help a little bit. That's a little better. Yo! Favorite part was when Coldplay said they're having an affair, right? D4 is back? Did it leave? Haven't played since season 4? Gotcha. Servers were off for a year? That'd be wild. Oh, we got a Butchie. Oh, when I was recording for YouTube earlier, I got a Butcher at level 4 on hardcore. That was wild. Season been pretty damn fun. Yeah, I do like the season a lot. Just the Dark Citadel, it's dope. I love the Dark Citadel. The only downside to it is after doing it a couple times, there's really no reason to go back. And I really do hope that they do more content like that, but figure out a way to make it repeatable. And like, I do think that eventually, like, maybe have it like mandatory groups at first, but then once it's like evergreen content, make it to where you can do it solo or somehow. Because it would be nice to be able to just go in there and do it myself at this point, but I liked doing it in groups initially. Thought there was going to be lots of... Yeah, I thought they were going to change up the cosmetics regularly, and that there'd be like a bunch of different stuff in there, but it's like, what, 2 sets? 1 set? I don't even know. Yeah, it was like 2, yeah. But yeah, learning it for the first time was super fun. But like new content has some good potential to expand on. Yeah. I know that there was a lot of negative feelings about it because people didn't like being forced into groups. And so I do worry that Blizzard took all that feedback and they're like, okay, let's not do that again. But I don't know, because like I did enjoy it. So I guess we'll see. Quiggs talked you through it, but you've forgotten it all now? That's fair. Yeah, I haven't done it since Season 6. Like, how cool would it be, though, if they, like, refreshed it every season with new seasonal mechanics based on that season? And maybe, like, 1 new boss or something? Talk about the Dark Citadel. You and your friend thought it was sick, but you understand the solar... Yeah, yeah. Agreed. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Dinosaur juice? Is it... Wait. I don't... Never mind. I'm not going to ask the question I was going to ask. Had to use our brain to solve the room? Yeah. Alright, so like, are you what dinosaurs drink? Or are you a dinosaur turned into juice? Or are you part of the dinosaur that others can drink? I don't... Anyways. I don't know if I want to know the answer, but okay, fair. Those poison puddles are pretty cool. You need to think about Druid again, right? This is Pulverize Druid, yep. We're splashing in the poison puddles. What's the game? Diablo 4. Click the thing, Riz. Click the thing. I think my mouse is dying. Because, like, my middle mouse button doesn't work, like, 60% of the time. Sometimes my left click just doesn't seem like it wants to work. I think I need a new mouse. Question, is DLC worth it for the $30 for the new character? So, you're getting a lot more than just the new character if you buy the DLC. So, yeah, you do get the character, which is really good. Like, the character's super fun. But you also get the entire expansion campaign and the region that goes with it. So you get the Nahantu area. You also get runes and rune words. You also get mercenaries. And then you also get 2 endgame modes called the Cross Undercity and the Dark Citadel. So it's definitely more than just a character. That said, it does go on sale pretty often. So if you're not in any rush, you don't need to pick it up right away. But I do think it's worth it. The other big question mark, though, is how they're going to handle it when the next expansion comes out. Because it's possible that they're going to just bake this expansion into the base game once the next expansion comes out, but they haven't confirmed that yet, so I don't know.
Ooh.
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
Moo!
Thank you for the follow. Let me catch up here. You just farmed all your Ubers for this? It's strong AF? Hell yeah. That's why you changed Barb living in Eternal? Oh, your charge Barb living in Eternal. I can read. Why is every other video on your TikTok a 2000s hard rock song to dinosaurs? I don't know. But that's awesome. Definitely worth it. Good grind levels. So the thing about the expansion is you don't need it to play new seasons. Like, you can still get to max level and do all the content without it, with the exception of the Cross Undercity and the Dark Citadel, and then anything in the Nahantru region. But you can still get to endgame. You can still, you know, level up your character to 60. You can still get Paragon 300. You'll still have most of the power. You'll be missing a couple of skill points, a couple of Paragon points, and you won't be able to play a Spiritborn if you don't have it. So I would say if you haven't played the game in a while, or if you've never played it, try it without the expansion first. See if you like how it feels. And then if you want more, pick up the expansion at that point. How is Druid this season? Currently running Hydra Sorc. Druid's fun. I think Hydra Sorc is probably a little stronger, but I'm not sure. I'm only just now getting close to endgame on my Druid. But I did pretty much everything that I wanted to do on my Sorc, so I was ready to try something else. Oh, that's true. It is on Game Pass right now. I guess it's always on Game Pass, but so I know that on Game Pass the base game is on there, and I know it's free on PlayStation right now, but do either of those include the expansion or no? I don't even know. I'm guessing no. Played it a lot last year, but not as much this year, but want to get back into it. Gotcha. Yeah, I would say try it without the expansion first. And then if you're really liking it and you want more out of it, then pick it up. Unless you have just like an unhealthy relationship with your money like I do, and then go ahead and buy it. PS Plus does not, no expansion. Okay. You get the expansion just for the runes. I mean, the runes definitely do add a decent amount of power, but you don't need them. Blizzard needs my money more than me. Yep. You download it again like you said you would. Still takes forever to level up. I mean, it's a lot faster than it used to be. That's for sure. What's the best class to get back into the game? Like I said, mostly played a lot last year. My answer to that is always going to be play the class that sounds the most fun to you, because they're all very capable. Like, every class can get into the end game this season. If you're looking for the meta answer this season, it's going to be either a Hydra Sorc or a Spiritborn are the strongest builds. But everything is capable of doing all the content. Any plans this weekend or just gaming? Probably just gaming. Working on some YouTube videos. That's about it for me. Moved into your new place on the 1st. Finally got internet today. Thinking about picking the game back up. Hell yeah. Get it. How'd the move go? Hopefully smooth?
Ooh.
Moving sucks. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Hydra Sorc is crazy. It's what you picked. You don't like what they did with equipment upgrading. Do you mean the masterworking and tempering stuff? How do you like the Druid? I've always enjoyed the Druid. It's a little slower to get going, but it gets really strong. It's fun and easy to play. What do I keep dropping? That. Tunic. Sorc's way faster. Pulverize screen clear satisfying? Yeah, for sure. Tempering is not cool. I like the idea of tempering, but I think that they need to come up with a better solution so we're not bricking our items. And they did say during one of the campfires that they have plans to address that, but they haven't said when yet. Poison Rogue super fun this season? Hell yeah. Which Poison Rogue are we talking about? What kind of build are you playing? I haven't played Rogue yet this season, but I did like it last season. Can't get your Sorc to hit over 1 to 2 billion. You don't know what you're doing wrong? I'm not sure either. Are you following a build guide or did you wing it? Twisting Blades? Gotcha. Because I was using the Mobilytics version, the Hydra Kuna build for Hydra, and it was kicking ass. Whoops. So like number 3 more. I mean, I really like Diablo 2, 3, and 4. At this point, I think I do like 4 a little bit more than 3, but they're close. But mostly because 4 is still getting regular updates, whereas 3 really isn't. It's just kind of like refreshing, like remixing old seasons together. But you're following Makuna from Mobilytics. That's oh, you're missing Shroud. Yeah, Shroud is a lot of power. Have I seen Firefly? That is too close to a Western for me. I couldn't get into it. Yeah, so the reason that Shroud is so powerful is because it gives you like 1 to every single passive on the entire skill tree. So like every single one of these nodes, you get 1 point in, even if you don't have any points in them. Like every single, well, any of the passive nodes. So any of these circles, they all get an extra point. So it's like super powerful. Plus it gives you all stats too, if I remember right. Oh. Well, that one's way better. Hell yeah. Also, I think I heard a follow. Thank you for the follow.
Finest jewels in Sanctuary. Stars guide you.
No.
Thank you for the follow. If I didn't before, I definitely did that time. All right, so we're going Igni and Zan in there. Put this Ton rune away. Salvage this. You should have went for a Shroud first. Yeah, so like I didn't realize, like I knew it was strong, but I didn't realize how strong it was. And then I actually looked into it. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a whole lot of sense. Finally figure out how to build your barbarian and you hit your first million. Nice. Hell yeah. Do they increase the drop rate of the out rares? I'm not sure what an out rare is. The ultra, oh, the mythics? I think they're slightly more rare this season. But like, I think it's comparable to last season. People are saying they think it's nerfed, but I think it's probably similar. I think people just have bad luck. But I don't know. They never actually give like percentages, so it's hard to say. You have 5 mythics from Belial, 10 runs last night? Damn, that's lucky. I actually feel, and this may just be a conspiracy theory, but I feel like they might have nerfed the mythic drop rates from Belial because everybody assumes that that's the highest place to get them. But I've gotten more mythics from the other tormented bosses than I have Belial myself. I think it's having to have your own mats. I mean, yeah, that, and I think that they reduce the chances to get the mats as well. You got a Shroud and Helltide first season when they had the glitch and it gave 100 plus out? Yeah. Who's texting me? Oh. You think Mythics from Undercity more than anything now? Interesting. Maybe I need to run more Undercities. Alright, we're gonna do... I had one of these that was yellow. Yeah, Equipment Delve. We're not going to do Obols yet, but we'll do Equipment Delve. You get lucky with Mythics, but the GAs you're getting with Equipment is shit? Huh. Because I feel like GAs this season are dropping way more often. Okay. Yeah, there was a post on Reddit where somebody was saying that they wish that they made it to where, like, if you salvaged 10 GAs, you could upgrade a 1 GA to a 2 GA, and if you salvaged like 100 GAs, you could upgrade a 2 GA to a 3 GA. And I'm like, I like this idea on paper, but like if they actually did that, they would need to jack those numbers up so much higher, because I feel like everybody would have perfect gear in like 2 weeks if they did it like that. Sounds OP, exactly. And like, I kind of pushed back a little bit, saying that it would be way too easy to gear, and they were not happy with that response at all. Like, other people seemed to kind of agree with me, but they were just like, no, that seems great. I'm like, it seems too strong. I mean, if you want the season to only last for 3 hours, or for like 2 or 3 weeks, sure. But like, everybody would have perfect gear in no time. Is Belial considered the hardest boss? Oh no. Belial is like, honestly, I feel like Belial needs to be made way harder. I feel like he's one of the easiest bosses. Actually, he might be the easiest boss. At least mechanically. Like, there's no forced phasing. You can just like one-shot him if you do enough damage. And like, the fight really isn't that hard. Like, his base power might be harder than the others, but once you're geared up, he's kind of a joke. And Dariel and Lilith are probably the hardest too. And then maybe Harbinger of Hatred after that. Although the new fight with Astaroth, it's got to be my favorite of the boss fights. I feel like it's the most well-designed. Especially the fact that, like, the mechanics can change based off of the rolls that you get on the dungeon. I think that's super cool, and I hope that they start doing that more often in, like, other content. Like, the stuff that they added this season, I feel like they're really taking a lot of their core concepts and, like, evolving them for the better. And I really hope that they continue in that direction. Oh, hi! What up, Psychosa? How you doing? You have emerged from your cocoon? But why? Did you turn into a butterfly? You wish? What'd you turn into? So close to 60? We're getting there. Then you'd be pretty with a very brief lifespan. Are butterflies' lifespan significantly, like, short? It's like the last couple of levels, I feel like forever. I mean, that's generally how it goes, right? The higher level you get, the longer it takes. Still way better than it used to be, though. A few days to maybe a year max? Okay. I mean, for a bug, that seems pretty good. If they make it a whole year. Depending on the species, gotcha. Thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Best to farm for gear? You're probably not going to like my answer, but my answer for that is always do the content that you enjoy the most. Because at the end of the day, you're just farming whatever. The more you farm it, the faster you farm it, the more gear you're going to get. But if you're just looking for like raw drops, probably Nightmare Dungeons, or like Helltide. Like you can do stuff like the Pit or Cross Undercity or whatever, but you're only getting loot from the end. So I generally recommend the systems in the game, like the ones that drop loot from everything. Although the Pit, you do get obols, so that might be a reason to do the Pit. Is Rain of Arrows build still viable? I haven't really heard people talking about it. Most rogue players that I've been hearing about have been doing Penetrating Shot or Twisting Blades this season, but it might still be good. Usually like a couple weeks. That sounds about right. I realize, like, whenever I go for my walks, like, I'll look down and I'll just see, like, ants all over the place, right? And I'm just like, how many of these guys am I killing just, like, not even paying attention? And I feel really guilty about it. Like, I'll be walking and I'll see a lot of them, like, running out of my path, like, frantically. And I'm just like, oh, no. Probably very few. Probably, but there's got to be some. Look at that wiener. That's a beautiful wiener. One hell of a first message? Sure is. First chat message ever. Showing off your wiener. Anyways. You've only found one ancestral unique. Rest of your gear is legendary ancestral masterworks. I mean, the higher Torment you go, the more likely ancestral are. And they've definitely buffed them a lot this season. Do you have to buy a part of the map? The Nahantu region is part of the expansion. So this area down here is expansion locked. Yep. But there's nothing down there that you can't do anywhere else. So it's not really a big deal. Yeah, I don't care. Finally got your Druid to 60 yesterday? Hell yeah. We're almost there. You finally got your Sorc into Torment 3 and made your first Shroud? Hell yeah. Congrats on the Shroud. Did you get good rolls or nah? What's my Druid wearing? No. Stuff. What, you don't like his hat? Can you power level and buy Belial mats? If you want to. Just don't complain that you don't have shit to do. Do you have to buy Season Quest 2? The Season Journey is free. The Reliquary is paid. But the Reliquary is only cosmetics. Are we still in Season 8? No, this is Season 9. Season 9 started 2-3 weeks ago. Kyle, you saw my video, right? That was just a joke because of my video. It's only 1 star, but the rolls aren't bad. Nice. You're 50 hours in, dropped 1 mythic, sparked it, crafted cash, and dropped the same useless mythic. At least now you can turn both of those into sparks and craft a new one, right? Yes, very much. Okay, I figured. You might have to hop on again. Is this season any better? Season 8 was by far my least favorite season. I would say this one probably ranks 3rd out of the 9. 3rd or 4th, somewhere in there. It's pretty good. I haven't got burnt out yet. Like the past couple seasons, I've been burnt out by this point. But I've been enjoying the season. That's what's bothered you last season? There wasn't anything to do? Or anything new to it? Yeah, so this season, it really depends. This season was a big revamp to Nightmare Dungeons. So if you just like really, really don't like Nightmare Dungeons, either this season's going to make you like them more, or you're going to really hate the season. But I enjoy it. I like the new escalated Nightmare Dungeon stuff. I like the new affixes that they put on the dungeons. I think it's cool. Builds feel a little bit more balanced. The new seasonal power seems more interesting. If you get a mythic, it won't drop another until you scrap the first. No, it can. It can. Yeah, no, one mythic has nothing to do with the next. It's just RNG. You're destined to be pantsless? I mean. Pants are overrated. Unless you need them to kill. I mean, okay, I gotta do it. Only hat. Only hat. You got a Doombringer running a Hydra Sorc, but don't want to scrap it yet. Yeah, I would wait until you have another one to scrap. That way, you at least know you can immediately turn it into something new. And then you have to decide, do you want to spend the money and get a random one, or would you rather just get a random one? Or a specific one. Get the runes and get a specific one. My brain. I really do hope that eventually they do add shapeshift cosmetics for Druid. Because, like, I like buying some of the sets for them, but then you never see them because I'm just smashy for them a lot of the time. Isn't that Diablo 4? It sure is.
Moo.
Just need the runes. Have another spark from the season journey. Trying to farm them. Gotcha. Scrap your 2 GA Starless. Never imagined you'd need it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. You always see your cosmetics? True. True. Oh, we go in green mode. To the jungles of Nahantu. You know what I just realized? I could set those lights to where they're always green, and then green screen out that wall and put whatever I want behind it. That could be interesting. Hello, by the way, I actually played it. Can you tell me the new things? So this season is all about an update to Nightmare Dungeons. So they added a bunch of new Nightmare Dungeon affixes. And then they also added a thing called Horadrim strong rooms that can spawn inside of the dungeons, which are like little pillars that bring you to a new place inside the dungeon. That like it's kind of like Infernal Hordes, where you get to pick a couple different boons that modify the gameplay. And then it's like a 100-second speedrun thing to get as much power as you can, kind of like the Cross Undercity, to where you're trying to earn as much attunement as you can by the time the timer ends, which modifies the loot that you get at the end of it, and then you kill the boss at the end to get the loot, and then it brings you back to the dungeon, and then you finish the dungeon as normal. But after you finish the strong room, if you finished it, once you complete the rest of the dungeon, you get like extra experience for having killed the strong room. And then on top of that, they added escalated Nightmare Dungeons, which are basically like an elevated version of a Nightmare Dungeon that stacks 3 dungeons on top of each other. So when you finish one, you get to go to another one with more modifiers on it that gets a little bit more difficult, and those stack up to 3 times. And if you do those in Torment, on the 4th floor, you get to fight a new boss called Astaroth, who's modified based on the different affixes that rolled through the dungeon. Pretty cool. What's up, Hunter? How you doing? And then there's new Horadrim spells this season that you get to modify. So you get to like kind of link one of 5 spells to one of your spells. And then you get to determine which type of damage it does, like which element it does damage for, like fire, lightning, cold, whatever. And then you get to pick a bunch of additional modifiers on top of that. So you really customize the way that your spell works. How's my build going? Pretty good. We're just about to hit Torment. Astaroth is so hard. Astaroth is probably my favorite fight they've ever done. It is hard, but I like it because of that. Like the first time I fought him, I sweat for like 20 minutes to take him down. And I loved every second of it. Thanks for the info. Happy to help.
Much thanks, friend.
You can run T4, but can only kill T2 bosses. You're at 118 pit. Oh, you guys showed up as the same color for me, so I thought that was the same person. It was not. You can run T4, but only kill T2 bosses. Sounds like you need to work on your glyphs. You just need a little bit more raw power, probably. That would be where I would start. Your minion Necro can't handle him for now. Yeah, I haven't really done much with minions. I'm not sure what the trick there is. We need 3 into. Okay, we have defensive posture. We need quick shift and heightened senses. We have those. What am I missing here? I have 1 point. I don't need natural disaster. Nope. Okay, so I need something else. Where am I going? 1 in mending, 3 in provocation. Yep. We need 1 in safeguard, 3 in stone guard and crushing earth. Yep, we got those. 1 in neurotoxin, 3 in envenom. We got that. Be the one under cataclysm? Catastrophe? I don't think I need that one. My build guide doesn't call for that. Maybe in the later version I will. Let's see. We need 3 into feral aptitude. We have that. 3 into vigilance, ancestral fortitude, and backlash. That's okay. Catastrophe is nice to have. I might look into it for the endgame version, but for the leveling version, I don't think I'm going to use it. But we'll see. We'll see. Riz, why are you naked? I don't know. Did we get any more rewards over here? I think I was close. If you don't mind me asking, where do you go for my build guides? So for leveling guides, I usually use max roll. But then for endgame, depending on the build, sometimes I'll use max roll, sometimes I'll use mobalytics. Generally speaking, though, I go more based off of creators that I like rather than websites. No, not that one. Not Obel's yet. But yeah, like, I really like mobalytics, but I don't love their website. And so, like, if I'm learning a new build, I usually like max roll just because I feel like they explain things better. And I like their website layout better. But the one site I always recommend people stay away from is Icy Veins, just because I feel like they have a lot of really bad information on there. I swear sometimes it feels like they make their guides with AI. Should you play Diablo right now? If you want to play Diablo right now, I'm enjoying it. But, you know, it's a very personal question. Or a personal decision, I guess. Not a personal question. Druid build looks good. It's fun. Yeah, the screen clear is like really, really nice. Just flop. Oh, artillery shrine, even better.
Move.
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Is this Pulverize build? Yep. Just started playing also?
Move.
Yeah, the game's fun. Thank you guys for the follows. Appreciate it. Just as a reminder, if anybody's watching on any platform, I am streaming on both Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube, so feel free to follow me anywhere you want to. Shameless plug. Yeah, like if you're looking to watch horizontal, like the widescreen version of the game, I do stream the full thing on Twitch. But on YouTube and TikTok, I stream vertical. Whatever you prefer. What world tier? So I'm still leveling, so I'm just on Penitent. But we're almost to Torment. I did everything that I wanted to do on my Sorc this season, so I just switched to Druid. Chill on the purple app word. Nah. How do you get puddles? That's with this weapon here, the Rotting Lightbringer. That's the new unique that they added this season. Another butcher, all right.
No.
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Need the aspect that gives Pulverize Shockwave? This one? Yep. Yeah, I already have it. I'm using it. Mainly playing D4 since it came out. Mainly playing Necro. Nice. Yeah, Necro is the class that I play the least. It's just not my cup of tea. But I know a lot of people really like it, and I don't know. I really want to find a build over there that I like, but I've yet to find it. Might have a perfect rolled Lightbringer GA to poison damage for when you hit 60. Oh, so I'm playing this season completely solo self-found, so I'm not taking any items from anybody, but I do appreciate it. Want to try Spiritborn, but you don't get the DLC? And you missed the sale. That's a bummer. But yeah, I do really wonder if when the expansion comes out, if they're going to roll Vessel of Hatred into the base game. I'm very curious how they're going to handle that. Because I can't imagine people who are like new to the game, they're going to be like, no, you got to buy 2 expansions if you want to play everything. Because that's a lot. Yeah, like they do with... Like, I could see maybe them just bundle the 2 expansions together and say, like, if you buy the new one, we'll give you Vessel of Hatred for free. Or something, but... I don't know how they're going to do it. Oh, we get the Crusader? I think it's definitely going to be a Holy Sword and Board class. I still would prefer Paladin over Crusader, but either one would be fine. They throw the cows in the next expansion, it would sell like crazy. I mean, so, like, I said it as a joke, but a while ago I said it'd be cool if they did an entire cow expansion where we get to play as the cows. And the more I thought about it, I'm like, That's actually kind of a cool idea.
No.
I hope that they do it. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Think it'll be a combo, a worshiper class that can go either way. Could be neat. Yeah, I have no idea what they're gonna do. I hope we get some information soon. In-game lore, they're branches of the same order. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. Like, that's not really something that they've done, but that could be cool. For that reason, even. You call yourself keeping up with D4 news, but didn't know about another expansion coming. So yeah, they put out a roadmap a couple months ago, and it said that a new expansion was coming in 2026. But they've given zero details about it. So all we know is that it's coming out next year. A lot of the Diablo partners were invited to a call talking about some of the things coming out in the expansion. But it wasn't anything like that kind of stuff. And we're not allowed to talk about it. But yeah, I'm very excited to see what they come up with for the new class and stuff. Pew, 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 pew. $59.5. Boop. So this dungeon should do it, right? Probably. We'll go Forgotten Wisdom. Moo! Thank you for the follow. Ugh.
No.
Thank you for the follow. I wonder if the new area will be around Tristram and Loot Golain. So that's what I'm thinking. It feels like we're going to be sailing west, and like I expect to go to Tristram and West March, and yeah, all of those, the Western continent. And like just peak nostalgia. Like if we get to go to like a good chunk of the areas from Diablo 2, I'm going to be so hyped. Like, if I get to see the rogue encampment in Diablo 4, I'm gonna pop off so hard. Like, when we got to go to the Durance of Hate in Vessel of Hatred, I was excited, but like the first bit of it didn't really feel like the Durance of Hate. But once we got to go to where like floor 3 was, level 3 or whatever, and like it actually looked like Durance of Hate 3 from Diablo 2, I got chills, like just full body goosebumps. Because I spent so much time doing Mephisto runs back in the day. Hell, maybe we'll actually be able to go see the cow level from Diablo 2. And that'll be where we get like the next step of the cow quest to unlock the actual cow level in this game. Maybe that's what they're waiting for, is to bring us to that area, to bring us to the rogue encampment, to find something for the cow portal. Moo? True. There it is. A measly 200 Paragon points to spend now. I wonder what Torment I'll be able to just like walk into. It'll be fun to not take forever. I mean, how long could it possibly take? 7 years! Thanks, Timmy. Thanks. Alright, so let's see. Let's do this. We have 0 glyphs. Probably T3 with Paragon board, no glyphs, yeah. Boom, boom. Okay, we need ancestral guidance. And then that way. Boom, 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 boom. Looks so nice with the mouse. Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine doing this with a controller. Okay, so we need to go left next. Survival instincts. That way? No. That way. Oh god, I'm lost. Okay. Straight up. Why do we have to do the party finder? You want to do dungeons and not have to wait for people. You don't have to do the party finder. The only thing you need a party for in the entire game is the Dark Citadel. And there's nothing in there that you have to do for anything, really. Made it to Torment 2? Hell yeah. Found that you didn't wait long when you open party? What's my favorite character to play? I like a Sorc. Sorc's my favorite, but I like pretty much anything except for the Necro. And I'm hoping that eventually a Necro build comes out that I enjoy playing. Because I'd love to be able to say that I enjoy playing all the classes. That's not right. Gonna try Pulverize and Shred. Hit pit 106, now you're rocking. Gotcha. What kind of Necro do you think I'd like to play? Teeth? Necro is still good. I don't like the playstyle, but it is still one of the stronger classes. Do I have a Horadrim spell build for the season? I mean, I'm just following build guides. I don't make my own builds. My brain is not wired that way. I just trust people who are much smarter at that stuff than I am. You heard Necromancer is the second best character to play right now? I've heard Spiritborn and Sorc are number 1 and number 2, but maybe. I don't know. Think I'm using your build? Maybe. I'm just using the max roll build. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. You have both Spiritborn and Necro, and Quill Volley is greater than Bloodwave? Interesting. Coming from Psychosa, that says something. She's a Necro fiend. Yeah, I said it. Fiend. You mean damage? Yeah. You have expansion, never played Spiritborn? I did back in Season 6, but I haven't played them since then. Alright, so what are we doing now? Oh god. Of course, when I get my level 46 glyphs, they completely change everything. So these other points, I'm just going to throw wherever. Yeah, that looks good. Beautiful. Sure, we'll take those. It's perfect. Mage Necro, Chef's Kiss. I did start a Necro this season, but I don't know if I'll play much more of it. I might go Necro next season. We'll see. Have I beaten the Echo of Lilith? I did her this season on Torment 1, but all I cared about was getting my Spark, and then I moved on. I did not care that much about it. All right, so let's open Torment. Actually, I'm just going to go straight to Torment 2. Spiritborn's not fun until around P200. I don't know. When I played Spiritborn back in Season 6, I liked it from level 2. Like, I had fun immediately. It's fun, but you die so easy? I don't know. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Crazy movement with the Druid is nice. Yeah, I like the Druid's a little slow to get started, but once it starts coming together, it's a lot of fun to play. Oh, okay. Some of the builds use that chest piece that reduces your cooldowns but drains. Oh, right. What was that called? I do remember that when I played it in Season 6. That was kind of annoying. I'm glad I didn't have to use it for too long. You're getting wrecked by the Uber bosses in T2. Yeah, the bosses, they definitely made them to where, like, if you're not super well geared, the fights are kind of intense, but I kind of enjoy it. Like, it actually makes progression through the Torment tiers feel more meaningful. Like, my first fight with Astaroth in Torment, that fight was spicy as hell. Wow. 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 I didn't even look to see how I should change my skill tree and stuff. Should probably look into that at some point. What difficulty? I just hit 60, and we're doing a pit 25 to unlock Torment 2. Meow. I should probably use this. Let's see. What do I need? Fang and Claw, Dominate, Spirit, Earth and Sky, outmatch. So none of these. Cool. Of course, the one GA item that I get is a totem. Always how it goes, yep. Okay, so what uniques do I need for this build? Vasily's Prayer, Insatiable Fury, so that's good. That can go on. We need Rotting Lightbringer, which I have, and it looks like that's it for the starter ancestral version. And then eventually I'll need Air of Perdition, Shroud of False Death, and another Starless Skies. Okay.
What's left, you ask? Better than starting from nothing.
All right, let's see here. How important is Vasily's Prayer? Can I switch to the ancestral version without it? Yeah. Could probably go get mats from my Sorc too. Let's go do that. So that is from Varshan. It's not that important. The power does nothing for you. On the helmet, I think they're using it for the willpower percent. Gotcha. Smoosh! I should probably put clothes on him. You know, because you never use it and always get the damn thing. Alright, let's put clothes back on this dude. I'll just go full set. I don't want to think about it. All right, so what's our weak spots? Gloves, boots, rings.
Shame that. Not a bad. Well, too bad pull that. Too bad. Friend.
Wow. Do you know what a good bar build is? Lunging Strike is supposed to be the best bar build this season. I haven't played it, but I've heard it's good.
An equitable transaction. Return soon.
Well done.
The best bar build is to make a Sorc. To each their own. All right, so we're gonna go reset skills. Gonna go enhanced claw. Raging pulverize. 1 into Heart of the Wild. Your barb slays? Yeah, I've heard barbs are good this season. I've heard they're the weakest of the 3 class, or the weakest of the 6 classes, but I've heard that they're still pretty good. Dust Devils? Yeah, that's what I was playing on my barb the last couple seasons. Cyclone armor, huh? What's the red above skills? I think because I'm respecking, you know, I tried to figure that out before and I couldn't figure out exactly what that was indicating. I don't remember. Just hopped in to show some love to a fellow Diablo streamer. Have a great day. All right, take it easy. Passive damage reduction that you'll never use on Cyclone armor. What? Strongest class you feel this season? So out of the 2 that I've played, apparently Sorc is the strongest. But I don't know. Druid's feeling pretty smashy. But it sounds like it's either Hydra Sorc or Spiritborn this season. This is your first season, so you don't know any of the builds. It's all right, though. This season's fun. Meaning you'll never activate the skill because of Grizzly Rage, but it still gives you passive TR. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. All right, where was I? I need 3 in Backlash, 3 in Ancestral Fortitude. Ravens. Okay. 3 in Nature's Reach, 3 in Feral Aptitude. What up, Tina? How you doing? Trample. One into Mending. 3 into... That's Provocation? Yeah. 1 into Safeguard. Okay-ish. Well, I hope that ish gets better. I'm doing good. Just chilling. 1 into Neurotoxin. 3 into Toxic Claws and Envenom. Supreme Grizzly Rage. Oh, only 1 point? Okay. And then 3 into Natural Disaster. 3 into Defiance, 2 into Resonance. Any good poison builds? Spiritborn are really good for poison this season, I think. And then Pulverize Druid is also poison. Quick Shift. And defensive something or other. Posture, yeah, that's the word. And then Ursine Strength is that one. Confirm. Beautiful. Every druid build is poison pretty much? Okay. And then these guys, is this the same? Similar, but those two change. Alright, what are we doing here? Let's take everything off. So I definitely want Pulverize here. We're gonna put Trample here. I always put my movement skills on 3 for whatever reason. Grizzly Rage can go there. Do you use Claw? Yes? Okay. Would it not make more sense to put that there? Okay, let's upgrade these real quick. And then we need better gems. Alternate Claw and Pulverize to get quick shift stacks, then go into Grizzly Rage. I see. Sapphire, we need 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just go with these for now. And then Bakgar.
Beware the envious, my friend.
And Igni Quacks. Cool. And then what are we looking like here? Does this change at all? Yes. No. Maybe? Put that one there. Yeah, it's the same still. Let's go try a Dungerino. Reminds me of that rogue where you had to drink a potion and 2 other things when you could start spinning. Yeah, generally speaking, I play much lazier than what most builds recommend. We'll see how it feels. You missed the world boss? Aw, shit. I missed the world boss! How many characters now? Just the 2. I have Sorc and Druid. Oh, I guess I already have one of these in my back, huh? Yeah, I really don't want to do that right now. What level is this? So I just hit 60, but I opened. Oh, I guess. Oh, I'm still on Penitent. I never switched it to Torment too. That explains things. That's okay though. How can a bear not carry 2? He's not very. His fingers aren't very. Doesn't have a whole lot of dexterity in his fingers. Can you speed level with tree caches? So people say that you can still do it. I know they said that they were planning on getting rid of that, but people still swear that they do it. So I don't know. Did I? No, I don't do that. I like leveling in this game. I'm one of those weirdos. Yeah, no opposable thumbs. One of those weirdos who likes to play the game? Exactly. Ew, a weirdo! I know. I gotta be honest though, I kinda already miss Cataclysm. I'm sure Grizzly Rage is better, but I miss it. Remember my own advice? Play what you enjoy? That advice? Or what? Yeah. Guzzler! I'll show you a guzzler. Huh? Oh, I should probably go get this. Oh. I almost missed a glyph. Glad I came back. Any updates on my ceiling? No. The last thing that happened was the mate. Like I went and told them last Friday, so like a week and a day ago, that it very briefly started dripping again. So I went in there and told them, and they're like, "We're gonna send the maintenance guy over right away." And he comes over, knocks at the door. He's like, "Where's it happening?" I'm like, "Over my sink." He's like, "Over your sink or over your bathtub?" I'm like, "Over my sink." And he walks away smiling, never comes back. It's been over a week since then. So I don't think they're going to do anything. And I'm just like, all right. No, he never came back after that. Creepy maintenance dude cursed my bathroom? Probably. Let me in. All right, let's actually switch it to Torment now. Oh, yeah, the Dark Citadel quest. Heck yeah. All right, let's go to You smell meat? Go put it in your mouth. What Torment? I just switched from, or I just hit 60, and I opened up Torment 2. Dark Citadel would be your favorite town if it had the Obel Gambler? Yeah. When did they add this? I don't even remember that one. The spelling of this one. R-Y-N-G. New this season? Could be. I don't recognize it. Yep, saw that coming. Last season for the helmet sucks, yeah. I was gonna say, I don't recognize it, probably because nobody uses it. Oh god. Yeah. Barely. Can't wait for the season. Riz's build guide says Mother's Embrace. I would just quit playing the game at that point. Can't seem to find anything over 1 GA doing runs in T. I mean, GAs are supposed to be rare-ish, but they definitely buffed them this season. I do like how colorful the rings are. Do I have more mats? Oh yeah. Can't find anything. Just keep killing. It'll happen. I do find that the chest in the middle of Infernal Hordes is a pretty good place for GAs. Also, the caches that you get for the seasonal stuff are pretty good. Okay. So you think it's mostly just for the willpower percent? That makes sense. Little extra defense. Might as well use the rest of these. Crown of Lucian. Next run Mythic, you think so? No streamer luck today. Alright, so that's all we got here. If you can find me a good werebear chest plate, may I have it? What kind of werebear chest plate? That would have felt cool, it would have. For me and for you.
Come, traveler. The stars of sanctuary await.
Alright, so we're gonna kill that one for the transmog. You don't remember what it's called, but it makes you werebear your true form. Gotcha. That's this one? No, that's werewolf. What is that one called? Not Medwolf's Glee. Wait. Isn't that a helm? Tempest Roar? You talking about this? No, that's werewolf. Shit, what is that called? I remember it, but I can't. What was it called? Oh, God. I don't know. I don't remember. There's too many items now. I can't remember shit. The basilisk. No, there's a chess piece too, I think. Because yeah, that just turns your earth skills into werebear, but there's a chess piece that makes werebear your permanent form. But I don't remember what it's called. Arida! I have it on? Oh, right. Insatiable Fury. Right. Yep, Riz is a dummy. Alright, so we're going to put all of these here, just in case. Do I want to do this quest? Sure. So I did get a couple glyphs. I didn't look to see if any of them were the ones that I need or not. Do I have any spare gear? I just hit 60, so not really. Which build? I'm running Pulverize Druid. What are you doing? Okay. I'm glad I came here. He's so slow. You just started at like level 30 and your damage isn't 600k. Is that normal? Yes. Yes, it is. It is normal.
Moo.
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. You're scared? You're going to try Varshan tier 2 on the Spiritborn? Do it! I mean, I just did it and I just hit 60, so you should be able to do it. What's the worst that could happen? You're level 4 hitting for billions? Hell yeah. I'm proud of you. Open door, please. What's your opinion on the current drop rate and ease of access for mythics? Honestly, do you want my real opinion? Because it's going to be a hot take. Yes? My real opinion on mythics is that they are way, way too common. I think there should be seasons where people don't see any of them. I think that they should be a legitimate chase item, that they should not be target farmable, so they have an oh shit moment when they drop. Yeah. I feel like the drop rate for current mythics is what like I would want like a really good unique to be. And like less good uniques could be a little more common. Your aspects and gear says you deal 25 quadrillion more damage. Yeah. Any tips for you at level 30 Necro, you think? Have fun. Not specifically. Try everything out, see what you like, see what you don't. That hurt? Uh-oh. Diablo 2 is greater than any RPG. So, I mean, Diablo 2 is my second favorite game of all time. Do I think it would work today? Not exactly. You know, a lot of it is nostalgia. I think for its time, the game was absolutely incredible, and I do wish that this game borrowed more ideas from it. I do like a lot of the quality of life stuff that they've added into this game, but at the same time, I also feel like it dumbed down the game a lot. That said, I still think the game's fun to play. Switch to Sorc. Riz probably when asked about Necro. I mean, in here maybe. Have I tried PD2? Oh yeah. I played PD2 quite a bit when the new season started. I've never gotten like deep into their endgame, but I do really like it. Psychos, I think you could do it. You just gotta really lock in and focus on the mechanics. But you got it. I have faith in you. That was a one shot? Well, yeah, you gotta dodge it. You gotta not get hit by it. And then you win. You got it. Gonna need more coffee? Maybe. Maybe. You need the coffee buff. Ooh, I could use a caffeine buff. I kind of wish my Pulverize would actually hurt stuff through the door. That would have been nice. Give me that. You have to go shower and become a person soon? Ew. What's my first favorite game ever? The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. You haven't showered in so long? Timmy, you should shower. You smell. I can smell you from here.
Move.
Thank you for the follow. You also haven't left the house since Thursday? That's relatable. I haven't left the house since... Yeah, I guess Thursday also. You got your pants on T1? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What pants? Oh, the Balazan's pants? Heck yeah. Axolotl. The Max Latal or whatever? Just sounds cuter? Yeah. Balazan's Axolotl. I like it. Spirit Thorn? Yeah. I've still yet to make a single Thorns build in this game. So I might have to do it at some point. Now you have to ask a dumb question? Oh boy. Go ahead. Doesn't matter what torment you get an item on. So it doesn't. You can get any item in any torment, but you do get more items and a higher chance to get more GAs the higher torment you go. But nothing is locked behind a higher torment. You know, in Borderlands 3, the weapons are different in different difficulty tiers. Yeah, if it's ancestral, it's ancestral in this game. You just have a better chance to get more GAs. How am I doing today? I'm doing great, but I'm Riz. I'm not Jay. But if you want to call me a human name, I go by Ryan. Pop. Just got a 2GA ring from barter. Nice. Bow, bow, bow. Dungeon complete. Psychosis scared you? Wait, what'd she say? I don't know what I missed. Found pants in T1? Oh, gotcha.
Fine indeed. Return soon.
Boop. Oh, did I ever look and see? I never changed my aspects when I changed my gear. Let's see here. We need Shockwave on gloves. We have. Oh, it says we want Tibalts. I don't know if I have those. Ursine Horror on boots. Rabid Bear. Retaliation and Rampaging Werebeast. Gonna do way more damage now? Probably. Why did you make new character if you had no gear saved up? Because I wanted to make a new class. And I enjoy gearing up. It's a weird question. You're so happy this is the closest you've ever been to having all the gear you need and having it all locked in and shit? Hell yeah. Yeah, I did change my boons. I have not changed my mercs. What do I have? Who do I have? Yep. To the den we go. Yeah, I just switched from Sorc to Druid the other day. Can't figure this out? Wait, what was the problem? What's new this season? This season was a big shakeup to Nightmare Dungeons. So they added way more affixes, and then they also added Horadrim strong rooms and an escalating version of Nightmare Dungeons that make them a little spicier and add a new boss at the end. And then Viriana.
We need the reinforcements.
How are you supposed to gear a new class without playing said class? Yeah, true. Why did I switch to Druid? I wanted to play multiple classes this season. I might even play a third one. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, the season quest glitch thing? Yeah, that's weird. And you try Spiritborn again? Yeah, I probably will at some point.
Ugly old thing.
Place. Rogue's getting boring? I only play Rogue every couple seasons. I think I've played like 2 or 3 of them now at this point. And I like them. They're not my favorite. They're decent. Next season, you're going to be a Tornado Druid. You haven't played that or Stoneburst yet? The one Druid that I've wanted to play for a while that I never have is the Dolmen Stone version of Boulder. Thought that would be fun. Whoops. Didn't mean to dismount. Did that last season, it was a blast. You can cast boulders while moving. You're just a walking blender. That's what I want. I mean, it's basically this game's version of Hammerden. Or at least as close as we can get to it right now. What's the Druid like in pit pushing? You bet it's good. I haven't really done much yet. I unlocked Torment 2, but that's really all I've done. But we'll do that once I get a couple more glyphs going. How do you ride Lion as not Spiritborn? You can use the Lion on any class.
I hope whatever's here.
They just unlocked the War Cats with the expansion, but it was never Spiritborn exclusive. I make it look easy? I don't know, I just click buttons. Next season you're going to wait 2 weeks to start and then play the #1 meta class? Hell yeah. Or just do what I do and pick the meta class before the season starts. Just guess good? I do that, don't I? I mean, with Spiritborn in Season 6, that was pretty much a given. But, like, I did it in PoE. I did it a couple seasons in this game. You'll play whatever I play? I'm going Necro next season. I did say doo-doo. I do say doo-doo a lot. Meow. I do. You love doo-doo? Nice. Hell yeah. I'm just gonna make a new language that's nothing but doo-doo. But everybody's gonna understand it fully. Alright, I think it's time to go to the pit. What's this? What's my thoughts about Barbarian? I really like Barbs. I haven't played one yet this season, but I really enjoy them. And I hear Lunging Strike is really good this season. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't done it this season. But generally, they are my second favorite class.
My hammer sings on your return.
Oh, you go there. Alright, so I'm gonna go... Let's try Torment 3. See how that goes. This might be where I get smashed. You're not the only one who likes Barb? Oh, definitely not. Barbs are great. I think I'm gonna be okay. We didn't unlock anything cool last week during the subathon. No. You guys unlocked me eating spicy food, but that was about it. But there will be more opportunities. For sure. I know that I did the thing where I planned this one a little too late again, but I didn't realize that my streamer anniversary was coming up until it was like a couple days away. So that was on me. Told me about it 30 hours before. Yeah. Should do a do-over? Maybe. I don't know when, though. Diablo? Yeah. What's up, Moon? I think part of the reason I don't like them is I never have taken the time to learn weapon mastery system. Honestly, it's a set and forget system. That's your plan for PoE? Wait for people to find out what works, then move on? You could, yep. Do a do-over? Hell yeah. July subathon doesn't get much worse for you? Yeah, I'm curious when the next expansion's gonna be, because I feel like we gotta do one that breaks 315 hours. Maybe go for 400? Eh. Like, you have to assume the next expansion's gonna line up with when a season would start, probably. Which they might extend or shrink one of the seasons to line up with whatever their release schedule is. But since they know so far ahead of time, they could be planning for a simultaneous release to when one of the current seasons would happen. And we know that the next one is in September. And we know that one's going to end in December. So January, February, March would be season 11. June would be season 12. September would be season 13. So those seem like the most likely candidates for it. So either June or September. And BlizzCon is September. So I feel like either it's going to be June or it's going to be late September. So people have time to get back from BlizzCon. Although, because it is the first BlizzCon in several years, I could see them wanting to hype it up big at BlizzCon and then release it a couple weeks later. So I'm leaning towards September. But I have no idea. That's just my guess. Which is later than I initially thought, but I don't know. Because if they release it in June, what are they going to talk? I guess they could just talk about a season, but that's not nearly as hype. I don't know. I'm like, where did I miss? Nobody saw that. Didn't happen. Alright. Do I need any of these? Paragon. Do I have Fanging Claw? No. Do I have Dominate? No. Spirit. Yes. Which board does Spirit go in? It goes in the Heightened Malice board. Which is this one? Boom! What class would you recommend for a new player? That's really hard to answer. Generally, I would say like, or I would ask you like, what kind of like classes do you like in other similar types of games? Like whether that be previous Diablos, PoE, other role-playing games, that kind of thing. Like all the classes right now are pretty well balanced. So it really just kind of depends on what you enjoy. Okay.
It is done.
What druid build? I'm working on a Pulverize Druid. You just dropped one? Hell yeah. In the sauce?
Moo.
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Something like that?
Moo.
Just go drop some onions on the floor. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Get a good Lightbringer. I have a level or a item power 689 version of it. It's not good, but I have one, so that counts for something, right? Played any PoE lately? No, I'm waiting for the new league to start in August, which they should be getting ready to reveal it soon. Probably. Okay, so we needed... I already have that in there. Rampaging Warbeast. Secrets of the Atlas is the current one. Oh, you're talking PoE 1? I haven't played PoE 1 since, like, the second week of the league. I'm looking forward to the PoE 2 league. I like both games. PoE 2 is a little more my speed. Just because I missed so much of PoE 1 that it's hard for me to get into now. I should probably temper stuff. Yeah, I didn't play PoE 1 for like 8 years. And so like there's just so much that it's hard for me to even like figure out what the hell I'm doing. Do I not have the one I need yet? Ah. Oh, that one. What's the best way to farm for mythics? Layer bosses. Nice. Um... Nice. Yeah, layer bosses are always going to be the best opportunity for mythics. But you can technically get them anywhere. Cross Undercity is also decent if you have the thingies for it. The tributes. You want something in the game to allow us to re-roll the affix on a unique? Yeah, I've always said, like, I wish that we could take 3 badly rolled uniques and get a chance to, like, re-roll them into a new one with completely random stats. Just because we get so many extras. But they could do it a whole bunch of different ways. Oh. Why is my back so old? My back is like 10 years older than the rest of my body. You do want a masterworking rework where the reset takes it to previous set of 4? Yeah, I think that's the common consensus on how people want them to handle it. I'd be very open to that. They'd have to make it way more expensive to do that, though. You pay 10 million gold, double that it is now. Yeah, I don't know if that's like, if you revert it down to 8, I feel like they might have to go higher than that, like 15 or 20 maybe. I don't know. Okay, so I don't know what I'm doing with my life right now. So I want Grizzly Rage cooldown reduction. Is that what that was? Oh my god, Riz. No. And where bear over? Okay, so okay. That one. Back to 9 would be 5 million. Back to 4 would be 10 million. Back to 8 would be 20. I mean, I feel like that would be significantly cheaper than it currently is, just because of how many times people are usually having to re-roll it. Like, I feel like they might, like, to do that, it might need to be more, but I don't know. But so I have a feeling. Just because, like, if I was making a game and a ton of people were all screaming at me to do it one way, I would probably be stubborn and turn around and do something completely different. No mythics yet? Does the Tree of Whispers still exist? Oh, it sure does. You better believe it. Haven't seen one mythic either. I've gotten a couple on my main. But yeah, they definitely seem a little more rare, but I think it's just because there's less boss mats this season. I've gotten around 10. Damn. I want your luck. Very lucky. Oh, okay. I'd be game director for Path of Exile, Jonathan Rogers? No. Not quite. I do think it's funny though how he had like one bad interview and so many people hate him now for it. Okay. So that should give me quite a bit of power. Also, should probably do this one. That was the extent of the bad interview. Yeah, but then they turned around and made most of those changes anyways. So it's like, I don't know. He was just in a bad mood that day. When you got from the cache was a Doombringer? Yeah. Getting a Doombringer almost always feels bad. I know there's been a couple builds that used it, but not very many. Oh god, the lag. Do. Quigs hates game directors confirmed. It's only a matter of time before Brent Gibson pisses him off. Seriously though, I hope Joe Shelley's okay. We haven't heard from that dude in a year and a half. Pretty new, can do Pit 60 solo, but do you know where you can get mythics the fastest? The best way to get mythics is going to be to do the layer bosses. You can technically get them from anywhere in the game once you're in Torment, but layer bosses are always going to be the best way to get them. I don't remember where this was. Something over here? Yep. Am I using the Maxwell guide? Currently, yes. I don't know if I'm going to stick with it, but so far it's doing fine. Diablo 4, yes. Is Belial good or is his chance lower than the others? So, from everything that they've said, I'm led to believe that Belial has the best chance to drop them, but from my experience this season, it seems like he has a lower chance. And I don't know if they made a change because a lot of Belial mats were duped this season, or if it's just RNG. But it seems like Belial's supposed to be number 1. Then Andariel, Duriel, and Harbinger of Hatred are supposed to be next. And then the rest of them are after that. But like I've gotten mythics from all of them over the different seasons. They don't actually give us percentages, so I'm not really sure. Meow. There's a bunch of stuff just spawning out of nowhere. Let's kill it. What kind of druid build? Pulverize. Yeah, with the rotten smashy face. I swear, Rotten Lightbringer sounds so much like a paladin weapon. Maybe not the rotten part, but Lightbringer? Why am I running this way? I don't know. I don't know.
Move.
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Do you think there's a chance for a second DLC in D4? Oh, it's already confirmed. Yeah.
Move.
So if you go to their roadmap, they posted this in April. They have a roadmap here, and for 2026, new expansion with a new ranking system, leaderboards, and they hit it, but this has new class. So, yeah, 100%. It's a teaser for the paladin. You're convinced? I mean, giving a druid a weapon permanently that's a tease for a paladin would be a weird choice. But I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it'd be a weird choice. You didn't know that? Yeah, they've confirmed a second expansion, and I would not be surprised if there's going to be several. Like when they were working on the game, Rod Ferguson has stated that they plan on working on Diablo 4 for many, many years to come. And there was a rumor that they have like a 10-year roadmap. I don't know if that's true, but I think we're going to get... I think we'll get at least one more after this one, but nothing confirmed. Only the second one is confirmed. A better shockwave? All right. Don't mind if I do. Boom, from 98% to 110%. Very nice. Boom. All right, so we're going way over here. Might as well do some Greg while we're down there. Who's the companion? Are you talking about my mercenary, or do I have a quest NPC with me? So that's just Rahir. He's one of the mercenaries that they added with the expansion. Stompy's shoe brand is having a sale. Don't do it. Don't do it. You don't need it. You need them all? They're not Pokemon. Is this hardcore? No, this is not. I did start a hardcore character earlier today that I might end up leveling. That mounts fast. They're all the same speed, I think. Pokemon that you can wear. I mean, you do you. But it doesn't seem responsible. She just got a new pair. You didn't die in your new game? Wait, what? Oh, the tabletop game or something else? What up, DJ? Do you think Paladin is more likely than Monk? Yes. I definitely think Paladin is more likely than Monk, because I think that the Monk has too much in common with both the Spiritborn and the Rogue, where we don't really have the Holy Sword and Board archetype yet. So I think Paladin is much more likely than a Monk. What level glyphs do you start to hit really hard? I mean, I always recommend people get at least to 46, because that's when your glyphs become legendary. I don't know if there's like a specific spot where they make a drastic difference, though. That's probably the biggest boost, though. Either 15 or 46. Because that's when the glyph radius expands, and 46 is when they get the extra legendary power. I probably should have bumped it up to Torment 3 since I unlocked it. I didn't think about that. I do like how I've been 60 for like an hour, and I'm already hitting for hundreds of millions. What's the most I hit for? So I haven't been really paying attention. I just happened to notice that one popped up that did over 100 million. I do wish that they had a stat somewhere that you could see, like the highest hit that you've done on that character is. I think that would be cool. Does the poison catalyst hit harder than the fire one? Not as far as I know. I guess it probably depends on your build. Like if you have buffs to poison damage. I'm not sure though. Anyone else lagging in game? Every now and then I get weird lag spikes, but generally it's not too bad. I missed that. Hydra Sorc? I use the fire one. Yeah, I only have her bank accounts back. Do I have a build link for my Sorc? I use the Mobilytics, the Hydra Kuna build. I don't make my own builds, though. Thanks, sweetie. I appreciate it. Werewolf. I'm in. Meow. Where'd he go? What pit level? That was just a nightmare dungeon. But I just hit 60, and so far I've unlocked Torment 3. So 35. Did I make fries today? Hell yeah, I did. You better believe it. Alright, switch this to Torment 3. Oh, so I will say, this week I learned a vital cooking no-no. Apparently, freezing raw potato is something you're not supposed to do. Hello, Ultron.
It's not a bad pull, that.
What did I have on there? First Sign Horror. Started the campaign. It's pretty fun. I miss the campaign sometimes. I do want to do a replay of the campaign. I do enjoy it. Alright, so boots. Are the Undercity tributes only dropped from world bosses? Different kinds of Undercity tributes are dropped from different kinds of content. So the short answer is no, but I don't remember exactly where all the different ones come from. Good enough. Been looking but can't find any. So, like, generally speaking, if you hover over them, it'll tell you where they come from. Like, did I lie? Maybe I lied. It doesn't tell you at all. Oh. Okay, never mind. Most things in this game tell you if you hover over them where they come from. I guess that's just this stuff. But I know that the boss ones drop from the layer bosses. Like the boss materials one drop from layer bosses. The Obdicite ones drop from nightmare dungeons. And stuff like that. So like it kind of creates like a loop. I should probably do an escalation sigil at some point. But I'm gonna go do this seasonal quest real quick. Actually, you know what? Oh, my portal's already gone. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. I can teleport right there. I was gonna say I can go to Greg real quick since I was right next door, but I can literally just click on it. Oh, my back. I'm so old. I'm so old. Whoops. Ow! Not as old as me, my friend. My first gaming system was Pong. Hell yeah. Is this soft season character? Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm not quite as old as Pong, but pretty old still. Yeah, I think I might not be ready for Torment 3 bosses. Might be a little too much. Okay, do I have any of my other glyphs that I need? You've been trying to get your friend to play Pulverize Druid? It's insane. It is pretty good. Early 50s still at it? Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm early 40s. Alright, so Headhunter, don't need. Bane don't need. Electrocution don't need. Guzzler don't need. Tectonic, Territorial, Werewolf. Don't need any of those. W music? Hell yeah. Alright, so we're gonna go 40. Oh, we can just stay with 40. That's fine. Saw 284 million there. 263. Escalating dungeons tend to drop a lot of glyphs, at least it did for me. That's not a bad idea. I haven't done one on this character yet. I feel like Astaroth would be kind of brutal, but I guess I could drop it to Torment 2 for that also. We did need Fang and Claw. That's a good one. I think that goes in this board. Not that one. Boom. Let's go T2. And then we'll do Forgotten Wisdom. Have I done my Altars of Lilith? Oh yeah, I did that 2 years ago. Argentina! Hell yeah, what's up, Argentina? Get the experience blobs. I feel like Pac-Man. Alright. We're going in. You can smell your right armpit. You should bathe. Gross. You're so gross. Okay, you can do it. Don't be gone when you get back. I mean, I make no promises. Depends how long you take. First mythic Undercity? Hell yeah. Congrats. Give you one guess what it is. Smelted heart. Swapped over. Nice. Welcome to the purple side. Dropped it in clan? A Doombringer. Okay. Could be worse. Could be better. Sometimes I forget that my clan exists, to be honest. I'm really waiting for the day that they actually make clan-based content and make clans relevant. Trying Barb today?
Move.
Nice.
Move.
I do like me some Barb. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Hello. Bop. 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 Oh, am I going to get it in time? Probably not. So close. Just barely missed it. Thank you for the roses. What's better, Druid or Sorc? This season, probably Sorc. The Hydra Sorc is really strong this season, but Druid's also really good. People are still... I think I know where that's going. And yes. Yes, they are. Playing a Superman game on Roblox right now? Nice. Never played Roblox. Yes, this is D4, correct. What tier pit am I doing? I am not. I am currently doing an escalated nightmare. I have done whichever one opens up Torment 3, but this character just hit 60 like an hour ago, so we're still working my way up. Druid looks fine. Guess you can run a lot higher, like 75. I don't know if I could go that high yet. My gear is pretty much nothing. Like, I just hit 60, but... I don't know. I think it won't be very long before I can do that. Doing the same build, your Paragon 160 at the moment. It seems like my damage, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Well, I mean, I did already have 215 Paragon levels unlocked, so I definitely have more damage than I would have if I just got here. You fall asleep, but now you have burritos. Ooh, what kind of burritos? Where from? Sounds good. Can I have a bite? Did I put you to sleep? You can be honest. Nichols falls asleep to smashy bear sounds confirmed. Beef and bean frozen microwave, but you added shredded cheese, sour cream, and salsa. Nice. How am I finding the build? I've always liked Pulverize, but this one feels extra smashy with the poison puddles. I like it a lot. Your narcolepsy put you to sleep? That's fair. I don't know if I'm seeing things, but I feel like something the druid's doing. I don't know if it's the poison puddles or what, but I feel like it's giving off like chromatic aberration, which makes my designer heart happy. What's the build? This is Pulverize Druid. Did you get the good axe? So it's only item power 689, but it's working for now. Never really understood what chromatic aberration is. It's kind of like when you can see the colors splitting into the different RGB spectrum. So like the poison's green, but along the edges you'll see a little bit of like the blue and yellow. Is it good for single target or not? I mean, I've been one-shotting bosses, so I'd say yes. Although I haven't gotten into the layer bosses, I can't really do that with yet. But like regular dungeon bosses are pretty quick to die. But I assume that it's pretty smashy even against the more difficult ones once you're geared up. Don't really have a problem with bosses anymore. Yeah, once you get decent gear, they're definitely not as much of a challenge. The only ones that I find actually difficult, or more so annoying, are the Lilith fight and the Andariel fight. The rest of them, though, aren't too bad. You're actually doing Pulverize Druid 2 on your main account, and on main you play... Wait. On my solo account. On my main you play Bloodwave Necro. Interesting. Are you dual boxing over there? Alright, where'd the portal thingy go? They really need to make this show on the map. How's D4 grind going? Pretty good. How you doing, drunk nerd? Judicator's masks. You're living? About to go bar hopping for your homie's birthday? Nice. Tell them Riz says happy birthday. They'll be like, huh? Who? It's fine. It's fine. If you're still on, I'll show him. Have a good evening. All right, take it easy. Have fun. Cheese? Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. Is Druid strong this season? Yes. Yes. Honestly, pretty much every class is strong this season. You don't know if you should do Barbarian Lunging Strike build or a Druid build? I think you're going to be just fine either way, so play whatever sounds the more fun to you. But yeah, I don't think there's a class in the game this season that can't do pretty much all the content, unless you care about pushing high tier pit. That's really the only like limiting factor, is some builds can only go to like 110. But I never cared about the pit, so. Which is easier to get high damage at because you don't have hours to grind for a piece of armor? I don't know which one is more gear dependent. I have heard, like, as far as like a tier list goes, it seems like barbs are probably the lowest, but they're still more than capable. But I'm not sure how gear dependent either of them are. But I mean, this druid hit 60 a little over an hour ago, maybe. And like, I did have Paragon for my sorcerer already, so it's not, you know, definitely extra power. But I don't have any special gear. Just what I found while I was leveling. I don't want to do this. Bow, 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 bow. Gear definitely helps with the druid too. Yeah. What's the build? This is Pulverize. It uses the new Rotting Lightbringer that they added this season. You have a level 41 Necro, so should I get the high level Paragon to help me with your future characters? I mean, it helps. But it just depends. Are you enjoying the Necro? Do you want to push it beyond 60, or would you rather play something else? Because by the time that you get to a higher Paragon, you could have spent that time working on another character that you're enjoying more. So I don't know. You just started this game. What's the meta class this season? Spiritborn and Hydra Sorc are the meta this season. Although Necro's also really, really good. Druids are also doing really well. Rogues are doing... Like, honestly, everybody's doing well. Barbs are probably the worst off. But even them, they're doing just fine. It sounds like Barbs have the least viable endgame builds, but they're still doing just fine. You'd rather use Druid than Barb? I like both classes, but I did play Barb the last 2 or 3 seasons, so I wanted to do a Druid this season instead. Was my build hard to get? No. I mean, like, I'm running 2 Ancestrals, and I found both of them while I was leveling. Who is Rahir? That's the mercenary that you get from the expansion, or one of them. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, with Vessel of Hatred, you get to pick between 4 mercenaries, and you get to have one with you all the time, and then another one as a reinforcement. How can you not get bored playing with myself? Well, I mean, I've been doing that for 40 years. Wait. I don't know. You're playing the same build, but you're way weaker? I don't know, I'm just following the max roll build. Think you missed some armor? Maybe. No, the expansion's only $40, and it's $20 when it's on sale. Well, I guess, it depends what currency you're using, but... Inspired you to start a Druid? So now you have an amazing Pulverize build? Hell yeah. Expansion for you is $59.99. I mean, if you buy the deluxe version. But the base version is $39.99. How many mythics do I have? I don't have any on this character. I have 3 on my Sorc, but none on this one. I could swap them over, but those are my Sorcs. She needs them. You have 2 mythics on your Druid? Nice. Am I max Paragon level? No, I'm 216. I've never been max. I don't have it in me to do that grind. That takes way too long. I will probably never do it. Maybe when the next expansion comes out. Maybe. Wait, why am I naked? Is that a Druid bug? That when you come out of shapeshift, sometimes you're naked? What build guide? I'm currently using the max roll version. Just like the ancestral version of the Pulverize endgame build. I mean, yeah, no, I put my gear back on. I definitely was naked earlier, though. Is it on Mobalytics? This one's not. This is on... I mean, there probably is a version of it on Mobalytics, but I'm using the max roll version currently. Although I'll definitely check the Mobalytics version later to see if there's like a version I like better. The Druid's majestic body needs to be free, apparently. Yeah, see? I have clothes on. That's what I should be looking like. Use Mobalytics and it's the Pulverize endgame build. You follow that one? Gotcha. Yeah, with Mobalytics, I generally go by the creator, and I haven't seen who's posted builds this season yet. Where you can find the guide on my build, maxroll.gg. This is our endgame Pulverize build. But when you get to that page, you want to scroll down to the bottom because there's different variants of it. I'm using the ancestral version, but you'll want to follow the version based on what gear you currently have. So if you have the ancestrals you need, you can use that. But if you have the mythics you need, you can use that version because they have like a starter version, an ancestral version, and a mythic version. And then they usually have like speed farming variants and pit pushing variants and stuff like that. Oh, I was so close to getting rank 6, but I missed it. By a booty hair. Yeah, I said what I said. Got some ancestrals though. Does it have a leveling build? Yeah, it does. There's a leveling version also. That's one of the things that I really like about Maxroll is they usually have leveling builds for all of their build or leveling guides for all of their builds. There have been a few exceptions when there was like special case endgame versions that didn't work until endgame, but almost always there's a leveling version and an endgame version. I think the bigger creators on Mobalytics also do that, but I don't think all of them do. Mobalytics just confused me most of that. Yeah, I feel like their website is definitely a little confusing. Some people like it better, but I like Maxroll's better. And I usually use Maxroll for leveling, but endgame, it really just depends. Like, the Hydra build on Maxroll, I feel like isn't nearly as good as the one on Mobalytics. I feel like Makuna's build is just, like, super strong. What difficulty? I am on Torment 2 right now. I have 3 unlocked, but I pulled it back because I didn't think I was going to be able to do Astaroth on Torment 3 yet. So I went back to Torment 2 for this escalating nightmare dungeon. Which probably means he's going to be too easy in this difficulty, but it is what it is. Cliptus has amazing bar builds? Yeah, I do like Cliptus. I was pretty happy for the guy when I found out that he was becoming the official Mobalytics barb writer. All right, Astaroth. Butcher! This is my first time seeing a butcher in here. I've heard a bunch of people say that that's a thing, but I've never had the joy of his company in here before. That's funny. Good evening! Okay. Boom. So that's the 750 version of that. That's good. I don't feel like doing the campaign for leveling. What would you recommend for leveling? So I usually just do the seasonal quest line, but if I don't feel like doing that, I'll probably just spam Nightmare Dungeons or Helltides. I think Nightmare Dungeons are a lot better as of this season, but if you really don't like doing those, then probably Helltides, but you can do whatever. You tried finding Diablo 3 on Steam. No, they're not on Steam. Diablo 4 is the only one that's on Steam. Diablo 3 is on the Battle.net launcher. Your buddy needs an easier build to play. He's currently playing the Sorc. Has he tried the Hydra build? Because I found that one was pretty easy to play. Oh. What affixes do you have on my weapons? What stuff should you prioritize? For Pulverize? So I really haven't min-maxed anything on my gear yet. But, I mean, on your weapon, you just want to have Rotting Lightbringer for this build. That's weird. I mean, Blizzard always kind of hosted their own games up until recently. They just started doing Steam recently. All right, so we're gonna go there. Yep. I don't even care what's on it. It's just we need the ancestrals. Yep. Okay, both rings are ancestral now. All right, so I'm just gonna do this now because I don't want to think about those. Is there a way to specifically get Rotting Lightbringer, or is it a drop chance? So all uniques, if you go to max roll, every unique does have a certain boss you can farm for them. So if you go to resources, go to boss loot table cheat sheet. The Rotting Lightbringer is off of Varshan and Uravar. So those are your best chances to get it. The Dashing Hydra meta with Ball Lightning. So I use, on Mobalytics, I use Hydra Kuna. I did use his endgame version eventually. So I was using this one. Just starting playing and you think it's the best game ever? I really like the game. It gets a lot of hate online, but I really enjoy this game. You got a Donkey Kong Bonanza before GTA 6? True. True. Season 9's peak? I do really like Season 9. I like it way more than I thought I was going to when they first announced it. I'm still looking forward to the expansion. I cannot wait to get more details about it. But, you know, compared to last season, this one feels wonderful. But I am getting quite sleepy. So I think I'm going to head out for the night. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I will be back tomorrow. But yeah, I need to get my ass to bed soon. So hope to see you soon. Have a good one.